Well, morning guys, it's Sunday morning and I've got to get this video recorded and online for tomorrow, as it is Monday tomorrow. So I want to venture into that, sharing our knowledge with other people. And last Monday I asked people to let me know what it was that made them decide they wanted to get a snake and what species they chose and why that particular species. Hatchling, older, we all have our own reasons for doing one or the other. So I did get a comment, and thank you very much, from September Girl 70, who lives in South Florida. Wow, what a place to live for reptiles of any kind. And that's basically what triggered her off. She, mentions there are a lot of venomous snakes, rather than that she sort of saw, but they were what. Sorry guys, I'm collecting my Lily, who is such an adventurous girl. I mean, talk about, she has no qualms in adventuring anywhere in my home. So, we talk about safety and feeling safe. Well, that's my Lily. But anyway, being around the venomous kind even fascinated her. So she decided that, she was going to have a snake. And I don't know how old September Girl 70 is, but she got her first snake, and going by the comment, a year or more ago for the first one that she got, or maybe even shorter than that. But she decided that she would get a ball python, and that's because she asked people what would be the best starter snake. And I guess ball pythons, and I could see that being a people's thought, ball python, because they do have amazing temperaments. For me, I think they all can have amazing temperaments, but they are renowned for it. So she got herself a ball python and read up and had everything ready and prepared prior. And here we go with Lily again. So this video might take longer than I expect. Like I said, don't film with, well, kids too, but snakes. So anyway, she did her research and she got herself her ball python. And unfortunately, she was an older snake. I think, judging by the comment, about 9 months maybe. September Girl 70, correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, very shortly after having her, she developed a RI. And it's not always our fault, though we do need to double check things to make sure everything's okay. But it can also be stress related. So you can't always blame the care of your snake if they get a respiratory infection. But poor Sadie did, and September Girl 70 took her to the vet, who decided antibiotics were the way to go. That's a bit of a thing for me, but I won't go into that. I'm not against it either. But anyway, she put them onto the antibiotics, and unfortunately Sadie just was not able to beat the infection, and she passed away. And that would have been so heartbreaking. to her, even though she had only had her for a short period of time from the comment. I could be a little bit wrong there. It doesn't matter. You can instantly fall in love. So, yeah, it's very, very sad. But she picked herself up, said, I'm going to get another one, and she did. And how wonderful, and she chose a ball python again, and is going to stick with it. You know, they are beautiful temperamented snakes, and I sure would have one if I lived where we were allowed. But unfortunately, we are only allowed our native species. But it would be on my list. You know, they say they're a great first starter snake, and I don't disagree. But they're, you know, remembering they are lazy bones. They do have difficult sheds. They can be fussy feeders. And just to be well aware of that and what you will need to do. It's more about what you will need to do during that time. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing from September Girl 70 in the future, just about her progress with her new baby, and she hasn't told me her name yet, so that's a question I'm going to put out there. What did you call her? Yeah, basically that was the comment that I received, and I do appreciate it, so thank you. So, you know, I started on, do we get a hatchling or do we get an older snake? And that is a bit of a personal preference to people. You know, I love getting a hatchling. No two ways about it. But I would have no hesitation in getting another snake or an older snake, just on the fact that, you know, there are a lot of older snakes there that, you know, for some reason, getting Lily out again, the owners have decided that, you know, they can no longer take care of it, or it's gotten too big, or they're just sick of it. Honestly, a lot of people just get sick of it, and that's sad, but it does happen, and it's the real world. So, you know, I would have no issues in actually getting an older snake myself. You've also, in making a choice to get an older snake, you know, you've got to make sure that their temperament is practical to you. You know, you don't want to get a snake that's got a major lot of issues and you're not going to enjoy that snake. And can I say to you, oh, you'll be fine, and you'll snap them out of it and they'll, you know, stop being so defensive. I can't guarantee that, because you do not know what their life was like prior to coming into your care. So I would recommend getting, if you get an older snake, to get one that you handle while you're there and spend some time with it to begin with. So, you know, if you get a hatchling, you know, the care for them when you first get them home is completely different than what it is with an older snake. Sure, you know, the basics, the enclosure, the temp, the water, the hides, you know, all that is kind of the same. Although for a hatchling, you know, you only need a little, an enclosure, but little. And the smaller the better. So with a bigger snake, of course, bigger enclosure and all the rest of it. You know, your hatchlings, couple of toilet rolls, one at the cool end, one at the warm end. Basically a heat mat under the little tub that you've got. Sorry guys, I know you're probably not majorly hearing me, but gosh, my Lily, you are something else today. I might put her around my shoulders and try and keep her a little bit still at this particular point so I can get this done and we don't run into a half-hour video. Yes, the smaller the enclosure, the better for your hatchling. And make sure you keep them in there. You know, people are in such a rush to get their snake into this great, big, wonderful enclosure, and they forget that the hatchlings can't cope with it. So don't be in a rush to get them into this fab-looking enclosure. Keep them in a tub. That's all you need to do. And not a clear see-through tub either. They need to feel like they're in a box, basically. So like I said, a couple of toilet rolls. One up, warm end, cool end, a water bowl, their heat mat, and a branch of some sort so that they can get up off the ground. Use paper towels, newspaper for your hatchling. They don't need substrate. So I'm going to try and keep my eye on Lily before she starts going too far and I have to get up again. So, you know, of course, if you get an older snake, yeah, it can go straight into a big enclosure. But in saying that, you know, just remember, with an older snake, you get them home, you put them in their enclosure, leave them in their enclosure. Let them have a good week or so before you decide to start bringing them out and handling them. I know you'll want to, and it's the same with your hatchling as well. But try and refrain from that as much as you possibly can and give them time to settle in so that stress is a whole lot less for them. So, you know, not major detail about it, but certainly the start of what is really quite necessary besides reading, research, find out about that species. So for next week, and you know, funny enough, I've been flat out of late with a sick daughter and taking care of my grandson, that I haven't really given it much thought. So for now, I'm going to put it out there to the people who are watching my videos, what it is that you would like me to talk about for the next discussion. Of course, if nobody sends me in anything, I will think of something for next Monday. But I would really like to hear from my viewers what subject they would like to go into, and I'll go from there. You know, I'd love to do the question and, you know, you ask me and I'll answer. So I really want to get you viewers involved in my channel. And ask away. And don't ever think any question that you ask I will ever consider stupid, because it won't be. So, you know, guys, it would be wonderful if you could do that for me. So thank you, September Girl 70, again for your comment, and I'm looking forward to hearing more about your new baby. And yeah, so for now, before Lily goes way, my phone's ringing on cue. So bye guys.